started here with a list that does not miss. Hello and welcome back to Part 4, Episode 143 on this big SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver weekend on this big fun Friday. Or now Saturday.
Yeah, we're all the way in there, ain't we?
We're into Saturday. Let's go with the 10 new tag teams that failed miserably in the WWE. Number 1 on the list with a bullet.
We are finishing this
Or
one.
I guess number 1 on the list with a rocket. The New Rockers.
In the early 90s, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty were arguably the most popular tag team in the WWF. The Rockers themselves, a take off of the Rock and Roll Express, because they were the Midnight Rockers.
They were
in
AWA.
AWA.
Yes.
They took that name off of there, didn't they? Electrified crowds with an innovative style and lightning quickness. In perhaps the most infamous breakup in tag team history, because he's the Marty of the tag team, Shawn severed his his partnership. He severed it. He didn't. It wasn't a relationship. It was a partnership with Marty by throwing him through the barbershop window in early '92. Our favorite guy was there.
Yes.
And both men went solo. Shawn quickly became a single star, and Marty, well, he didn't.
No.
He did win the Intercontinental Championship,
He did.
though.
Off Shawn.
So sorry. From 1988 through 1996, Jannetty was released by the WWE 5 different times and was never there long enough as a solo to capitalize on his momentum. Before his 5th departure, however, WWE decided to form the New Rockers and give Jannetty another partner, one Leif Cassidy, also known as Al.
Oh, sorry. That's not.
At first, the team was meant to be a straight reboot of the original Rockers, but soon became a comedic heel duo. I didn't realize they were heels. Nobody knew. They probably didn't tell them either.
Yes.
Reportedly, thanks to Shawn Michaels, the audience rejected them as they more resembled Luke and Butch rather than Shawn and Marty. You never want to resemble Luke and Butch.
No, you do not. How
Never.
sad is that?
The New Rockers disbanded when Marty departed the promotion in late 1996, continuously struggling to eclipse his original team. And he still, to this day, is on indie shows dressed like a rocker.
Trying to eclipse.
Lord. But next time when we're on the list on Part 4, we're going to start the 10 WCW moments you totally don't remember.
You don't remember because you're a WCW
I
guy.
may actually remember them, but I didn't remember. But hopefully, Public Enemy and Tag Team Champions is on there because we didn't even remember that.
No, you're the WCW guy. You should definitely remember that.
have remembered that.
So, yeah, I blame you. So, this 10, we'll see how many of the 10 you remember or not.
We'll see.
Well, let's go now to the 10 most unlikely main event acts in WWE history. Number 4, Zeus.
Zeus. The WWF's use of
He's looking
celebrities.
at you and me at the same time. That's
He really
amazing.
is. That's creepy.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. The WWF's use of celebrities was vital in establishing WrestleMania's early success without Mr. T's appearance
A pin fool who don't appear.
at WrestleMania.
Yes.
It's hard to imagine the inaugural event being as big of a hit as it was. Unfortunately, I thought Liberace was a bigger deal than Mr. T. My gosh. Unfortunately,
Billy Robinson.
Muhammad Ali. What do you referee?
The Rockets, yeah. The Rockets.
A lot of money involved in that one. Had to mortgage his house.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Unfortunately, T's tag bout. I was like, what? Not
T's
tag
tag
bout.
bout.
His tag bout. His tag bout with Hulk Hogan encouraged the WWF to push a number of other celebrities into high-profile matches over the years. And while Lawrence Taylor likely stands as the most egregious example, Zeus isn't far behind him. Yeah, OLT was a bad idea.
It was.
But it got Bam Bam Bigelow a main event spot.
Yeah, a lot of people can't say they main event WrestleMania.
Bam Bam
Ever.
Bigelow can
CM
say
Punk.
that. Bam Bam Bigelow did, though. Zeus was a terrible wrestler and was only given a contract because he played Hogan's rival in No Holds Barred. Why couldn't they just...
The Academy Award winning No.
Really?
No.
I was about to say, wow, they did great!
The Raspberries.
I was about to say, it wasn't very... Maybe the Miz Award or whatever it's called.
Yes.
But why didn't they just get an actual wrestler to be the rival in the movie? Would have worked.
They could have said the match, the movie, you know.
They could have said that. They put him in. They put an actual wrestler in the movie as the bad guy.
It was bad enough as it is.
I know, but then you program it into to the match, and then you don't have Zeus being a horrible wrestler. So he was the rival in No Holds Barred, a 1989 wrestling movie funded by the WWF, and now we have a bunch of those movies funded by the WWE. Later that year, and they've actually gotten away from putting a lot of wrestlers in those movies now. Thank goodness. You don't see Tajiri in Bruce Lee movie. Later that we know of yet, that's true. Later that year, WWE decided to turn the film to a wrestling storyline with Zeus, spending several months as an active roster member. I bet you he didn't do no house shows.
He stuck around with Randy Savage then, which is
house
smart
shows,
to do, sticking with the right people.
The house shows is money. Yeah. They didn't do that. His usage as a one-off novelty act wouldn't have been a huge surprise, but Zeus wrestled 3 matches over his 5 months in the WWF. The company thrust an inexperienced actor into the main event storyline for close to half a year, with Zeus and partner Randy Savage eventually defeated by Hogan and Brutus Beefcake, ending the story. Our favorite guy.
Yep. And a SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam, there you go. Zeus later. It's like we did a thing.
I know.
We didn't even mean to.
Like with the new rockers up above, you know.
We did mention those earlier. Zeus later showed up as WCW's Z Gangsta. I don't think there's an E on there. It was just the letter Z, but all right.
Hey.
Z Gangster in 1996, but his wrestling career came to an end shortly thereafter. He went back to making next Friday, the Friday after next.
That's right.
And he was in one of the Batman movies, too. He's the one that threw out the bomb out the boat. They were all prisoners. The one with Joker. You'll just have to go back and look. You'll see his eye looking at you 2 different ways.
Okay.
Just take my word for it.
The one with the Joker, okay.
The one with the Joker.
The
Heath
Batman.
Ledger one. Batman movie with Heath Ledger.
Oh, that Joker. Okay. I have to look
What are you saying?
Oh, Joker, Jack Nicholson. I forgot Heath Ledger.
Not way back then.
No, I was thinking, we're in a boat.
I'm saying after this. They were on a big, like a cruise boat, like a
boat?
Ferry, big boat. Big boat.
A ferry, okay.
A ferry boat.
Next time.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, I got you.
And of all people, the prisoner said, we're not going to blow up the other boat. Let's just throw the bomb thingy out. And that was him. He got one line in the movie.
All right.
But next time.
On the 10 most unlikely main event acts in WWE history. Number 3, the current WWE champion, Jinder Mahal.
It's very unlikely. Jobbing to Mojo Rawley the next week, you're the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, that is sad.
And up next,
we're going to go back to the Montreal Screwjob from a different point of view. Let me
of course,
get over
because we've got to have 10 point of views here.
Yeah, that's what we're going to 10 backstage stories about what really happened that night. We know we got Vince, they got spit on, and we had Brett, who was nervous because...
Yes, his wife talked, and then Pat Patterson talked. Now we have the...
Yeah, Pat Patterson drunk a lot, and he was very upset. And
yes, he ran all the way to the hotel and then ran all the way back.
Yes, amazing. But now we got the referee's point of view. So take it away, Justin, with Earl Hebner's point of view.
So the referee's point of view, Earl Hebner. I was about to read all that stuff at the top. Not going to do that.
We read that every time, so we know what it is. It's a Screwjob, Brett.
It's a Screwjob, yes.
Point of view.
Point of view.
Who are not the wrestlers or Vince McMahon. It's everybody else.
Earl Hebner was the referee in the match between Shawn and Brett at Survivor Series.
Yes, he was.
He played a massive... I'm just saying it like that because the word is huge. I don't know why.
So you should be screaming it, yeah.
He's a massive!
Yes, I know.
Massive! Yeah. He played a massive role in the entire situation as he was the one who called for the bell to end the match. Brett has told the story several times about asking Hebner before the match if he was going to screw him over. Hebner would assure him that he wouldn't. Of course not, no.
Why would he even have that thing? Oh, yeah, because he was nervous.
He was nervous, exactly. Hebner told his side of the story on an interview with Inside the Ropes. I was sitting on a plane with Brett. His very words. Now, okay, so he's on a plane with Earl here.
Yes.
Leading up to the pay-per-view.
I guess leading to the pay-per-view, yes. Mm-hmm.
Going to the pay-per-view.
Yes, when he was nervous. Anyway, he wasn't nervous till he got to the pay-per-view.
He wasn't nervous till he got to the pay-per-view. So, yes. Did his wife and kids ride to the pay-per-view with his lawyer? And he was on the while he was on the plane with Earl?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying here, Bill.
And there's a lot of different pieces of the puzzle that don't fit, you know?
Right. His very words were, "Will you count me out?" I said, "If you keep your shoulder up, I will not count you out." He kept his shoulder up. His shoulder was not down for this.
And he didn't count him.
He did not count, which I didn't count him out.
No.
Did he get pinned 1, 2, 3? You stop and think about my position. I'm thinking about the guys in the back. The Austins, the Undertakers, the Rockies, all the guys that put him over as being the world's champion. We made him what he was. So he's leaving us and he's screwing us because he doesn't want to drop the belt. He continued on by saying,
bitter there.
He does sound a little bitter, like Bitter Brett, but it's Bitter Earl.
It's Bitter Earl, yeah.
He continued by saying, so on my way to the ring, I'm thinking it's not fair. Someone asked me, I won't say who. No. Can't talk about the sources.
That could have been Pat.
Could have been Pat.
Yes.
About 2 minutes before I walked into the ring, I said, I can't tell you what I'm going to do. But when I walked to the ring, I thought about all the boys in the back, in the dressing room. So it wasn't right for him to screw 25 guys. That's, well, we're not going to go there.
No!
That's Pat's joke. All right, whoa!
I wasn't going to say that. That was last week.
Because of his stubbornness. That's what screwed him.
Yes.
So that's why I did what I did.
No, you did what you did because Vince McMahon
Told you to.
Yes.
When McMahon and Sergeant
We have
Slaughter,
a sharpshooter. We have a reverse sharpshooter where Sean puts it on Brett, and when that happens, you look at me and you call for the bell.
Exactly. Because he sure did look at him, and he was like looking at Brett. Ah!
I know.
When McMahon and Sergeant Slaughter came to the ring, whether I had done it or not, the bell was going to ring. So he knew this. So he's part of the plan, people.
Yes.
He knew it.
The bell was ringing when this move was locked in.
That bell was going to ring. The only thing that made it more official is that I motioned for the bell.
Oh, like he had a seizure, but yeah, he
did, and he ran the heck out of there. He's like, no, I'm not dying today. No. Brett's not going to get me. Brett has said that he doesn't blame Hebner, as he was just doing what he was told. Interesting to hear Hebner's explanation for the incident.
It is.
So Earl said he wasn't going to count him out, which he didn't.
No, he told him the truth. He
told him the truth. He wasn't going to count him 1, 2, 3.
No.
But then he said, I don't know what I'm going to do when I go out there. But then he also said, as he was going out there, I did it for the boys. But he also said he was doing what he was told because Vince told him to do it. And Brett agreed with him. You were just doing what your boss told you to do. So did you really think to yourself, he's screwing the boys? Or did you say, you know what, I just want my paycheck? I mean, which one is it? Because clearly he's talking out of both sides of his mouth.
Yes,
In this very scenario, he's saying that he did it for the boys. Kind of like Rikishi did it for The Rock.
Yes.
So he's doing it for the boys. But then he's also saying, well, the bell's going to ring regardless. I was just ring the bell and running. So, and if you replay this a lot, it'll look pretty funny. But anyway, I'm just saying... you know what I'm saying? It's like, whether I did it or not, it was going to be done anyway.
The bell was ringing.
I just played along. Oh, bell ringing.
He gave him, yes, he gave him. That's what it was.
Like, hey,
That was nothing. As soon as Brett got locked in, which wasn't very tight,
no, it wasn't.
He was looking down at Brett and then ringing the bell. That was it.
Because he was supposed to get out of it.
Yes.
So, I mean, come on, people. He's trying to sit there and say he did it for the boys.
Yeah.
But then he's also saying he did it because, Vince was going to ring the bell anyway, so I just made it more official.
I did it my way, yes.
You did it for the paycheck.
Yes, he did. Because you didn't want your ass fired, too, and going to WCW.
I mean, eventually you got fired because you were still a merchandise.
Yeah, who can trust a thief?
Right? Selling it at some store that him and his brother owned. Like, who does that? And who in the WWE showed up at your store one day and were like, what are these doing here?
Hey, wait a minute now. You haven't got the right to sell
Are we getting money off of this? No.
We're not. You're fired.
We just went to Earl and Dave just backed the car up to Titan Towers. Pull the car out!
One of the trucks there.
Throw it in there. Throw it in! Brian, help us!
Yeah,
Brian, help us!
One of the trucks there.
We'll all three get a job with TNA, but we just got to take these shirts first.
A little short there.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, first you screw this man over, and then you become a thief to the very man that you were trying to help, which is Vince McMahon. You stole from the hand that fed you.
Yep, he did.
And then TNA's going to hire you. I'm sorry.
Keep you and your son. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have hired you. What if you're going to steal our shirts?
And they can't afford to lose shirts.
They cannot afford to lose shirts at all.
No.
Don West will get very upset.
They'll go under if they lose any shirts, for God's sakes.
Oh, Lord.
But
awful.
Next time, Mick Foley, organized a protest.
A one-man protest.
Yes, I'm saying I got word that nobody showed up because you know what? They like to get paid.
That's what it is. Back then they didn't have guaranteed contracts.
We gonna get paid or we gonna stand with Mick Foley? We gonna get paid. Mick Foley, you by yourself. Guess what, Mick Foley? Your ass ain't in the car, so who cares if you show up or not? I'm protesting. Okay, are you? Really? I guess the other people who are in the car, I guess they're protesting too.
But according to what I heard was that Vince said, if you don't want to be at the show, I understand you don't have to be here.
Yeah. Well,
and he also understands when your contract comes up for renegotiation, you gonna be in WCW too.
The one little sentence that we'll say for next time that Mick Foley says sounds pretty strange, you know. So
he just wanted to stay on Brett's good side. That's all that was.
That's
just in case he
all it
needed a
is.
job later on. Hey Brett, you know I stuck out for you. Can I come to WCW?
I protested for you, Brett.
If things would have went different and butts weren't put in the seats because of Mick Foley, because a lot of times if your title reign don't go too well, you know, you don't get renegotiated. Sometimes they say bye-bye, especially back then.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he thought, hey, if my run don't go too well here later on, since I stuck up for Brett, he'll remember that, and he'll give me a job at WCW.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll go back to be Cactus Jack.
Yes.
I'll have amnesia. Remember he had amnesia in WCW?
No.
He did. That'll be some of the 10 things you forgot having at WCW.
He wasn't in WCW. He already left before they began.
I'm talking about back then.
I was in NWA when he was there.
No, it was WCW.
He was WCW before he left?
Yes, it was. Of course, it was W. Ted Turner owned that mess by then.
I'm talking about Mick Foley, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought he was gone.
It was WCW.
Before Ted. I thought he was gone before Ted took over.
No, gosh, no. He was in WCCW before Ted took over. He was never in the NWA. He was in WCCW, and then Foley went to WCW as Cactus Jack. He teamed with Man Mountain Rock, whatever his name was, Max Payne. Same thing, really. It is the same exact person. He teamed with Kevin Sullivan. He feuded with Kevin Sullivan.
He hung out with Norman the Lunatic.
Hung out with, which is also Friar Ferguson. And
Bastion Booger.
that's his name, old Booger.
Oh my God, that's a
Awful. All awful names. He couldn't catch a freaking break. But I'm just saying, so yeah, Foley was definitely there during WCW, and apparently some storyline happened.
Then he went to ECW and bitched about.
Well, before the ECW thing.
Hello, Austin.
Exactly.
He stopped out and talked to Paul and.
But with as Austin acted like Bongo McMichaels at the announce table. Bongo McMichaels. He had a bongo with it. But anyway, I digress.
Yes, because we got to switch over to that last part.
But yes, Foley. For some reason, I can't remember the storyline. We can go back and look at it for only $9.99 on the network. But Foley had some storyline to where he had amnesia, and there was a reporter who probably worked for Ted Turner at CNN, looking for him in the streets. And they actually brought his wife and kids
I do
into
remember
that.
that being in the streets.
Yes, because he had amnesia. He couldn't remember who his wife was. It was
about-
really his wife.
I don't remember that part, but I do remember them going to the
streets looking for Cactus Jack. His wife was in the storyline, which I guess just Dewey was the only one probably alive at this point. Maybe
because they wanted Kane Dewey.
They wanted Kane Dewey. I don't know if Noelle was alive back then or not. I think she was. But anyway, they had the whole family there trying to get. It's us. It's your family. It's your wife and kids.
Is that bad acting like you?
Yes.
Okay.
And apparently he had amnesia.
Why?
Awful. I don't know. Probably Jim Hurd's idea.
Did somebody DDT him on the concrete and he just disappeared off the face of the earth?
You know, once the Dingles or Dongles or whatever their names were didn't work with
Ding
the little
dongs.
Ding Dongs, the witch is dead.
Did he trip over a 2x4 and fall into a thing? Like Uncle Fred? I mean, come on. What the heck? Now I gotta go back to freaking WCW now, you idiot.
To find out why he had
amnesia.
Just Wikipedia why he got
Oh,
amnesia.
I hate Mick Foley.
Just Wikipedia why he got amnesia in WCW.
Okay, we're going to countdowns. Hey, there's Bobby Heenan. A good-looking Bobby Heenan to say. I've had to say something, so.
Yeah, so sad. I know.
It is. That's gonna be a Sandy.
Well, I gotta say something after we get off here because I do not want to jinx nobody on the camera.
Okay, countdown.
No jinxing on the camera.
This countdown, we're gonna do 10 best tag teams in wrestling right now.
Not the GOAT, but 10 best right now.
Right now.
We got number 10.
With
I almost read the first line again. I'm like, best tag team right now. What team is that? We got really dark, by the way.
Wow, we
did.
You
gotta lighten that up. Wow, Bobby Heenan, you made it dark in here. So I was really gonna read that the number 10 team was best tag team.
That's terrible.
What in the world?
Can't change it back. Holy crap.
Hopefully you'll be able to lighten it up.
I can lighten it up, but geez Louise, I thought that would help.
That did not help tonight.
Well.
Anyway, number 10 is Sheamus and Cesaro. We are the bar.
Yes. Number 9, the Briscoe brothers. We have a chicken farm.
Stupid.
Why? I don't know. Who cares?
Number 8, maybe they'll be, if they don't do the
chicken farm. They have a whorehouse?
Wow.
That's what it's called. Best whorehouse in Texas.
Texas, that's right. Not it burn. Look at
I
you.
guess that's the way around it.
Yes.
No wonder won't come to do. Yeah, they're making money. No
making money over money over money.
Yes.
Number 8. Hopefully, if they don't do the UK show, which we gotta save money, maybe they'll be in NXT as a tag team. The British Strong Style, also known as Mustache Mountain of Trent Seven, and the other guy,
Tyler Bate.
The first champion. Can't remember his name. Trent Seven just kind of bounces out to you because his last name is Seven.
And I thought Trent Seven would be the first champion.
Yes, but Pete Dunne's a great champion. But guess what? They don't have a show.
No, they don't. It's kind of fell away on the wayside. Yeah, it's talking about a woman's show.
Oh, no, don't jump ahead. If you can't do a UK show, don't do an all-women's show. We can't afford it, even though you're like $1 billion company. Come on.
We don't. We got number 7. We got the Hardy Boys.
Broken, shattered, awakened.
Yes. Delete! Delete!
Number 6.
Delete!
They are day 1 since H, and they are the penitentiary.
They are.
The Usos. Isn't it day 1 since H? Day one
since, yeah.
Yeah? Is that H?
H, yes.
It's weird like that, ain't it? Yeah.
Because Fandango says H. Yeah, he just does H, not H-A-I-S-H. Yes. Okay, well, number 5, the War Machine. That'd be a good team, but that would take
Day 1 is H. That's what it is. That's what it is. I am so sorry. I didn't even know you were talking about that.
Yes.
War Machine.
War Machine.
Yes.
That'd be nice if they came, but that would kill Ring of Honor because that'd be another team they would lose.
They're losing a lot of people, but we need tag teams at NXT.
And they have to keep up with the chicken farmers, the Briscoe brothers.
We need more tag teams.
With Bubba Ray or Bully Ray hanging around with them, so.
We need more tag teams at NXT. But maybe that's what Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly will do for at least a while. I'm not saying they have to be tag team forever.
And they be Red Dragons, you can just change it up.
Yeah, just separate the word. Red Dragon, because with Red Dragon right now, it's only one D, correct?
And one big D.
Yeah, because that used to get me confused. Remember, I used to call them Redragons.
And that's
y'all a Redragon?
And that's what it said. It said Redragon.
It does spell Redragon.
Or Red Dragon.
Red? Where's the Red Dragon?
Like,
are you pulling a red wagon? Red wagon. Exactly.
But yeah, a 3-man team would help, for goodness sakes, yeah.
Yes.
Number
4.
Yes.
The Gorillas of Destiny. G-O-D.
That's God.
I don't want to say.
Small G.
No, I think they capitalized that mess. But yes, that is Tamatonga.
Okay, that's okay.
That is Haku's 2 sons.
Oh, okay.
Tamatonga and Tango Lao, so whatever it is, which is Micah in WWE.
Okay.
It wasn't WWE, but he was Micah. It was Micah in TNA, but nobody remembers him in WWE. He was with Hunico. Chamacho. Gosh,
That's it.
I knew it was gonna pop out of there somewhere.
Up next,
I don't know where it was popping
out. At 3, New Day.
New Day, they got 3 of them. And then number 3, look at there.
Is
Number is H.
Yes.
Number 2, I'm surprised they're not number 1. This is kind of a shocking list, honestly.
Yeah, number 1, they get hurt too much now. I mean, wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. That might hurt their pushes. Number 2 is the Young Bucks. When they come to WWE, they will be the Old Bucks, if they ever show up. And of course, number 1 with a bullet.
I can match your hurt with my hurt. It's the Revival here.
I don't know. I would rather have a hurt. What is it? Shoulder, right?
Yes.
I'd rather have a hurt.
That's the Red Dragons.
Red Dragons. The Red Dragons. I'd rather have a hurt shoulder any day than have to have my face wired shut.
Yeah, your mouth wired shut is not good.
Had to eat through a freaking straw. I mean, come on. Who would want that?
I know.
But, I mean, honestly, you got Sheamus and Cesaro already in WWE. Briscoes could stay where they're at. British Strong Style. I mean, honestly,
I think they will be.
I like if they would come to NXT. If we're not going to have a UK show,
they will be part of the tag team tournament when they have it.
Martin Stone is the other guy's name. The bald guy. That is his name.
No, it's Tyler Bate.
No, not that.
Oh.
Tell about the other one, the bald thing I was talking about earlier.
Oh, Martin who?
Martin Stone.
Martin Stone.
I'm telling you, that'd be another good tag team with Oni Lorcan. Yes.
Lorcan and Stone. LS Express.
Ooh, look at you! Not the Lex Express, though.
No, LS Express.
Exactly.
Our hard hitters.
The Hardys are already there. The Usos are already there. War Machine would be good there. Gorillas of Destiny, I'm fine with them staying in New Japan.
Yeah, they're just good with the
New Day, so yeah, with the Bullet Club, yes. Yeah. New Days, they're Young Bucks. I don't care.
One day, but yeah,
it doesn't bother me.
They will get a WWE run, of course.
And then the Revival. I don't really agree with them being number one right now. I do think it's funny that Cody Rhodes. I saw another interview with him, and he said they're like the worst. He said the Revival is the absolute worst. I'm like, they're literally just keeping their name out there.
Yeah.
They're helping the Revival, and they know that. I mean, the Revival knows that. That's why, of course, they're not saying nothing.
No, they can't.
They're keeping their name out there. And it could lead to something if the Revival ever gets released. And then it leads to something with the Bullet Club later on.
Or the Young Bucks come in. It's true. Well, that is it for this week on this big. This
was our shortest one.
SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam. We ain't there yet.
I thought you were about to say celebrity. I was like, whoa.
SummerSlam and NXT. Okay. And next time we will go over what happened at SummerSlam. Will there be new champions? We'll go over what happened at NXT. Will there be new champions? Will people show up? What you're hoping?
Yes, that's my boy, hopefully. I met him one time. I'll tell you what.
And you see them three. I think if you see those three sitting together, my God, you won't be you just.
You know, I mean, I will miss it.
You will mark out.
I will have to miss it.
You will miss it, yeah.
You will not tell me.
I will not tell
you. You will not tell me.
I will not tell you shit.
Don't tell me.
I won't give you no results.
Don't tell. Well, I didn't say that. Don't tell me that part.
Okay.
Skip a doodah day, okay? Skip it.
So if they cause Aleister Black to lose, I can't tell you.
Don't tell me why he lost.
I can't tell you. Just say you
just
lost.
Be like, Tommy won.
Yes. Okay.
And I'll be fine with that. I might know now.
You'll think like,
I'll think,
wow.
What? Grab my phone. Nothing going on
Aleister
at
Black
work.
wins by disqualification. Who? Why do you win?
Who's that? It'll be Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, it will be Cassius.
Cassius Ohno.
They'll come out for the Bobby Roode match.
Right.
But next time, on 144, we'll have Ringside News. We'll have the Pro Wrestling Review of the Monday Night Wars.
Will it get any better?
We're going to pick 2 more teams and get down to our final 3.
The final 3.
We're going to do the WCW thing. Who will remember? Well, you remember because you're the WCW guy. Yes. We're going to do the unlikely main event guys, which is Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal this time. Continue with our Cruiserweight tournament.
Cruiserweight tournament. We're going to continue on with round 2.
We may even have a countdown.
We have a countdown. We'll never know.
And we have to continue on. Did you say the point of view?
This? The
yes, the Montreal Screwjob point of view. We'll continue on with that.
Yeah, Mick Foley and his protest of one. Yes.
One-man protest. It didn't really work too well.
It didn't. And when he mentions what he could do, but he didn't do, you're thinking, okay, that makes a lot of sense, Mick Foley. So, well, I want to thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoy SummerSlam. I believe we will, and NXT TakeOver. And we'll see you next time right here at Top Road Rally. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm just a cat.
We'll see you next time.